What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode in my Road to 100 Million Gold series. So in this one, I'm going to show you, we're going to open the mailbox on Draenor, my main realm where I have typically the most sale. We're going to open that live and take a look at the sales and react to that. And then we'll go through the numbers and see how the week has gone. So let's dive in and take a look. Right, so today we're going to show you, well, I'm just going to open the mailbox on Draenor. We're going to talk through the sales and see what we've gotten. So this is obviously the weekly, the biggest one in any given week. So we're going to see if there's anything interesting here. So obviously we're expecting mostly legendary sales, as we can see here. Shadowgast ring for 43k, that's really good. There are some good ones here. Greaves, probably rank 6 since they're 46k. Bone Shatter Greaves for 55, that's incredible. That's a very profitable item right there. You can see, obviously, like, enchants, very uninteresting. Although 285 for a Soul Vitality enchant is pretty amazing, considering it's like 65 gold to craft. But yeah, I think those are the only enchants I have left over. Everything else is sold out, luckily, because it's worthless, essentially. What else do we have? Let's see if, are there any other big ones down here? We have some food, also just really an experiment. I don't think they sell for enough. The total volume of gold is too low to really be worthwhile, so just been ignoring those after the one restock I did. Vial of the Sand, 61k, really nice. I do have one more on the auction house. I crafted a couple for the first time in a while. This week, so that's nice. And then we have some more like 30k legendaries. We have a couple of rings in the 40k range, which is really nice. And that's about it. The rest is just legendaries, we can see, okay, so I sold 17 tail ring legendaries, mostly capes. It's the most popular one, followed by pants. Just 200k from that, so not that impressive. And then it's almost 700k, so almost half the mailbox is just from blacksmithing and jewel crafting. I'm not surprised by this. These two categories sell really well. Bone Shatter, not that much. I'm sure Umbrahide is a little better. Yeah, I expected leather to do better than mail. The leather classes are more popular, generally speaking, than mail. There's more leather wearers, and they are a lot of very popular classes. How many leather classes are there? There's 4 of them, right? And there's just 2 mail wearing classes, so not surprising at all. So yeah, based on that, like blacksmithing, jewel crafting, those are probably the 2 best ones. We could like rings, 200k just in rings. I don't think I have some necklaces as well. It's like 300k in rings, 400k, or 300k from jewel crafting, 400k ish from blacksmithing, then about 380 from leatherworking. So those 3 are like the top 3, and then tailoring, actually 400k from leatherworking when you add mail and leather. So it's like tailoring, it brings in the rare, but usually tailoring sells a lot of items to make up for it, although not that many this week. You're just moving tons and tons of capes and overall like relatively low value items, but I mean, still it's still good gold. And we're still ending the gold at 1.4 mil, so I believe that's better than last week, so that's very nice. We'll see what the totals are, and that's what we're gonna look into next. Let's get over there. So these are the overall numbers for this week, and they're not as good as last week. At least if we look at this category, we're actually at 4,000 less gold than last week. But the sales are great. So why did we end up losing gold? Well, because I spent a lot of gold on Draenor. I rebuilt my material stockpile. Bought a ton of materials to craft enchanted materials for legendaries, essentially. I've typically just bought these in large batches, so I've really just been crafting with what I've had for a long while. And now we're finally close to running out, so I had to do a large buying session for the first time in quite a while, and that's why I ended up spending more than 1.8 million. So even with 1.4, almost 1.5 million in sales, which is better than last week, which is really good, slightly better. We still ended up losing 400k on Draenor. But then if you look at my other realms, this was pretty good. We made 400k in sales pretty much, which is 100k more than last week. So the big sellers on Storm Scale, we sold some a couple of nice pieces of Island Expedition transmog. On Dust Consortium, I believe we sold a huge stockpile of monolith ore, 5,000 monolith ore. That's actually the majority of this one. And then in addition, we had a decent amount of sales for Twisting Nether. Raven Quest has usually been a little bit better. I'm not super happy with 34k there. We sold a Panther for 35k on Sylvanas, which is just a fantastic Panther price. So yeah, overall pretty good. And then the rest of this is just like assorted battle pets in the 5 to 10k gold range, which is typically what I sell a lot of on these other realms. And it does stack up. It does stack up. So this number is good. This number is obviously not so good, but I now have a bunch of materials. I have like 3,000 enchanted lithium bars. I have a good couple of thousand enchanted lightless silk, so I'm ready to crank out legendaries for free essentially, or for just a couple of vendor materials is really the only thing I'll have to buy. So yeah, this is gonna hopefully this is gonna bounce back for the next week. We should see a nice positive number here. Maybe we can push it as high as we did this week or the last couple of weeks, where we had 900k coming in profits over the week. I don't know if I'll be able to push it there, but overall pretty good. Only blemishes are the 3 realms without sales. But I did go a little light on the reposting, perhaps, on my off realms. I did repost 2 or 3 times. I don't actually remember. So that's it. About 80% of my sales from Draenor, my main realm, which is pretty good. That's nice. It indicates that this has taken off a lot more. We're in a content drought, so people are buying cosmetics. That's really what there is. People are buying cosmetics at a lot higher rate than they were at the beginning of 9.1, where the focus is always going to be on player power. So yeah, we're probably going to see something, hopefully going to see something similar the next week, except we're going to have a big green number in this column, and then I'll be really, really happy. So yeah, hopefully you're still enjoying the series. If there's something you'd like me to take a look at, I'm not quite sure what I'll take a look at or show you in the next episode. I've gone through most of my major markets, so I might just show you some more of like the actual mailboxes that I have. And we'll take it from there, and then that could be interesting, just showing you some of what these numbers actually add up to. I might do a round of a couple of my realms and take it from there. So if you're enjoying this series, leave a like, a comment down below, or subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the continuation on the road to 100 million. We'll see you on the next episode. Goodbye, guys.